I'm Victoria. Welcome to my channel called Come Back with Wine, where I review affordable wines. Today I am going to review the famous dessert wine called Sauterne. Now Sauterne is made in the commune of Sauterne, which is based in the south of Bordeaux in an area called Grave, which is in the left bank. The main grapes varieties used to make the wine is predominantly Sémillon, Sauvignon Blanc, but you can also find some Muscadel. Now these grapes are affected by botrytis, also known as noble rot, which causes the grapes to shrivel, get dehydrated. And then it means that those grapes are really concentrated in distinctive flavors, but also high levels of sugar content.
Did you say rot?
Yes, rot.
Yuck.
It
Why are we
sounds
eating
horrible.
rotten wine?
And it's very unappetizing when you see the grapes, but it really translates into really lovely, delicious, sweet wines.
What makes it noble?
Well, because
Is there non-noble rot?
Because it tastes delicious.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Sauterne is based, has got a quite unusual climate because it's got a microclimate because it's at proximity of two rivers, which means that the commune has, fog and really cool mornings, but also sunny and warm afternoons, which helps that noble rot to flourish. However, it can be quite unreliable in the vintages. So some vintages where you don't find loads, high quantity of noble rot, it means therefore that you can't, make a decent amount of sweet wine or just in very small quantities, which makes those wine quite expensive because obviously there is, not much supply for it and, the demand is still there. Today we're going to try a Sauterne that I bought in Sainsbury's for £12, which is a Sainsbury's Taste the Difference. Now it's a 37.5 centilitre and dessert wine are served in small bottles. So you would expect Sauterne to have that kind of gold colour. You can see it's quite goldy as opposed to kind of white wine that's usually a bit more kind of yellowy tint. Ooh. So I'm getting, yes, loads of stone fruit. So apricot, peach, honey, bit of orange blossom. Smells really delicious. Oh, that was really nice. Loads of stone fruit, peach, apricot, honey, orange blossom. Really, really lovely actually. I forget how nice dessert wine is because I very rarely have it, but it is really, I think it's one that is probably, not used enough. But yeah, high acidity. So the Sauvignon Blanc gives that really high acidity to the wine. It's got really good body. And as I mentioned, kind of those, really lovely kind of flavors of stone fruit, honey. The finish is really quite long, actually. I would say a long finish. Really, really delicious wine.
So why is it that you love that sweet wine, but then other sweeter wines, like, say, a lovely Echo Falls, you despise and are disgusting?
Well, because I think it's not sweet enough, and this one is kind of, you don't just get that fake kind of, fake sweetness of it. You get that fruitiness, that kind of apricot, honey, paired with the body as well, and it's got that high acidity, so it kind of gives that really good balance. Sweet wines are perfect to pair with food, and Sauterne especially, cheese, it goes really well with blue cheese, wash rinded cheese as well, such as Epoisse, any kind of really creamy and strong cheese. Foie gras, I know that one's a bit of a controversial, or, pâté, but also desserts. So, crème brûlée, panna cotta, your French tarts, fruit tarts as well. So it's really one of those wines that goes well with everything. What I would say is the reason why also they market them in small bottles is, you only need one glass really, I think. So if you get one small bottle, that will do for all your guests. You'll probably have one, maybe two, but you won't be drinking all evening, dessert wine. But yes, it pairs really nicely with food. And actually I've made myself a little treat just to see how well it pairs. So I've got some Roquefort and some pâté. So let's see what it's like. You're going to be jealous now, aren't you? So a bit of pâté.
Just like that you've got some rotten cheese to go with your rotten wine.
Yeah. That's perfect with that pâté, because the pâté is that kind of really rich creaminess, but very, savory. And the sweetness of the wine just balances out. It's just really, really lovely, like the balance of flavors. So yeah, I actually probably prefer to have a dessert wine with savory actually than sweet, dessert. But it's because it's sometimes nice to have it also at the beginning of a meal as an aperitif, with your pâté, but also, obviously with your cheese board at the end of the meal as well. So now let's try with the Roquefort. Oh, it's so perfect with the Roquefort because you've got that Roquefort is really salty, really, really salty. So then you have a little sip of your sweet wine, which is really sweet and fruity. So it balances. It's really, really lovely. I really recommend that you try Sauterne and really, entertain your guests. Get them a nice bottle of sweet wine and some lovely Roquefort and pâté. As a value score, I'm going to give this wine an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a really delicious wine that had really good balance, high acidity, really lovely fruity flavors and, lovely flavors of stone fruit and honey. The finish was also long. So yes, I really recommend that you try this wine. Thank you very much for watching my channel today. Please press like, share the video with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel as I'll be posting more videos where I review wine. Next week, I'm going to review a more kind of premium carver. I'm still continuing my search for the perfect sparkling wine.
You mean you're making an excuse to open another bottle
Always.
of sparkling wine?
Merci beaucoup, à bientôt.